Some rule changes. Committee came together and teams pushed for some certain rule changes.
No pun
And
intended.
no pun intended, because the Packers want to ban the tush push, Devin.
Were they the only ones, or were they the first to come forward?
They're the team that there's other
Lead.
teams that, like, I guess co-signed it, like at the draft and interviews were like, yeah, we should ban it. But they're the team that showed up at this meeting or whatever, and were like, we need to ban it, and here's why. And they said for reason they said it takes no skill. The whole pushing,
It's a little false
behind, which now, like I said, skill would be the defensive coordinator and the actual defense being able to scheme against said tush push, but that's a
But
different.
I mean, you could argue that the pushing of the quarterback isn't the most important part of the play.
No, well, it's like, okay, all right, it's like, because then they said, like, this will bring back the regular QB sneak. That was like another one of their reasoning. Like, it'll bring back the regular QB sneak. It's like, well, we still have that.
Yeah.
But like in all reality, whether you got two people pushing you behind, like what are you saying doesn't take skill? Like, Jalen Hurts isn't doing anything different. You know what I mean? Like, in terms
than a QB sneak would be.
Yeah, like, he's gonna fall forward and hope that the five guys in front of him can make enough room for a yard. So I mean, the pushing behind. Let's be real. You have 5-on-5, 5-on-4, whatever, 5-on-6, 6-on-6, mashing at the line. Saquon Barkley and Devontae Smith or AJ Brown, like whoever's back there, they're not the main reason for why Jalen Hurts is getting that yard. They're like
Jalen
making
Hurts
sure.
Can squat 700 pounds. He can push a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. And the five beefiest dudes on the field in front of you,
who are basically creating a walkway. They're falling in front of you, creating a walkway that you can just move a yard.
There's at times the tush push. It's like they're kind of walking with him as if like they're like somebody, like your crew, like walking with you to like a boxer to the ring. Like, they're kind of just walking behind him, just escorting him to the first down or to the end zone. I mean, it's not. And they also said it would prevent, it's a risk of injuries. The tush push.
Look up how many people got injured on a tush push. Exactly. On either side.
0%.
Either side.
Absolutely.
Why don't we
not a single
fucking
injury.
Put real grass in every stadium, you fucking dildos?
Well, that's the thing. Is like, we're gonna worry about one play that one team like really likes to use, and we're gonna say that that's full on like a safety problem, a safety issue. But there's like proof that certain fields, their turf just causes more injuries. Like, maybe it's not a fact, but the what's the word? The numbers are there. Like, it's like there's data. There's data to prove that there are more. Whether you want to say it's more dangerous, you can argue it's a coincidence or whatever. But it's like, we see it. The turf. Yeah. There's turf that's just worse.
And there's also evidence that shows that guardian caps don't work.
See, the problem is they're using
or work as well.
They're using the lower concussion rate as the reason, like saying the shells are the reasoning for that, when in reality, I think just every year moving forward, players are going to go out of their way to try to not get a concussion, on both sides of offense and defense. I think every year, at this point, you're getting fined for just putting your head down as a running back.
Yeah.
Like, no, these guys are definitely going out of their way to not get concussed just to keep some money in their pocket, just so they don't get fined for some bullshit later on. I mean, I just don't really, I don't know. I don't see the injury. Teams fake like they care about injuries. It's like we talked about.
No, the NFL fakes like they care about injuries. No one gives a fuck.
And I forgot what we talked about.
Unless it's a quarterback.
Like, I forgot what we were comparing it to. Maybe it was when Josh Allen was obviously concussed and he got knocked out.
Yeah.
But they just did absolutely nothing about
it. They peeled him off and then put him back out there.
And I don't know if that was it, but it was like, I don't know. It's just, Roger Goodell's full of shit. It's to sit there.
Of course.
But that's the thing. It's like, that's why they're not going to ban the tush push. They're not. And this is actually something.
But even if they do, it'll be, I mean, they ban the hip drop bullshit. If they ban the tush push, it's not going to be because of fucking injuries. They could say it's because of that, but no, it's going to be because the other NFL teams don't want to learn the play, don't want to implement that.
See, but a hip drop tackle like actually has caused injuries. Now, why I do
It's
disagree
true.
with the ban of said injury because it's like you're basically teaching defenders, you're reteaching defenders how to, I mean, attack a ball carrier. It's just I was never a fan of that ban, but there is at least proof of injury from a hip drop tackle. It's like,
Yeah, and it's not like, ooh, their play works better than our play does.
but it's like the same way they've been sitting here for years saying no matter how much padding or protection you put, you can't protect the inside of your skull. You can't protect your brain. It's like, so
Yeah,
to come out here and act like this 1 inch foam around your helmet is the end all be all savior of CTE. I mean,
for real.
that's not the case.
Back of
Detroit,
shits.
they want to, so defensive holding and illegal contact. Usually when that's called offense, they're given 5 yards and an automatic first down. They
Yep.
want it changed. I didn't
2.
see what they want it changed to, and that's what I was going to ask you. What changed to what? Because
Defensive holding and what?
offensive holding is just a 10-yard penalty.
Offensive holding should be
So
changed though.
defense, I don't know.
5? I don't like 10 yards. To get a holding call on first down, and now it's 1st and 20. But also, I mean, maybe they'll. I don't know if that'd be a good thing or not, but maybe if it is 5 yards, they'll call holding more often.
I don't know. I don't really disagree with the well, because the whole argument is they're saying it's not fair to the defense that's the punishment is an automatic first down and 5 yards. But I'm saying is that in comparison to what the offense gets, because that seems pretty fair. I mean, because here's the thing. I mean, I guess yeah, it could be 2nd and 1, and you get called for holding, so then it's 2nd and 11. But
Yeah,
it could also be, it could be 3rd and 10. Now it's 3rd and 20. But it's just, I don't know. Maybe the automatic first down. Maybe I will agree
but
with that because if you have them at, say it's 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 21, it's like, all
yeah,
right, you want to give them 10, 5, maybe even 10 yards. Give it to, but don't give them an automatic first down just because one of our players, hooked an arm or something like it,
sure.
especially before the ball was thrown.
I mean, they might need to make 2 separate penalties because there are some plays where it's like there's a slight little hook
Well, okay,
on
here.
mid route, but there's some where it's like no, he got tackled.
So
Um,
see if I can like help like break it down like the difference because it's like because defensive holding is literally like holding defensive hold before the
before
ball
the
is
ball's
thrown
out.
is thrown.
Well, but defensive holding can also be on the in a on 2 players that the ball is not being thrown to.
Yes, but it's any holding on a receiver, tight end, whatever
Yeah,
before a ball is thrown. Period. But
yeah,
illegal contact is more of a like rerouting, like running
yes,
into them. Say they're running a post route, or they're running across, or just a slant
sure,
across the middle, and you more run into them.
sure,
Rerouting them, which I kind of feel like are two different penalties. Like if
yeah,
anything, like there should be a different change than just we need to change these two exact penalties. They get the same exact punishment. To me, I feel like holding is a lot more obvious than rerouting. If you're dropping to a zone and somebody is coming by you and you just you bump into them, I feel like that's a knick-knack call that like might be called
yeah,
here and there
yeah.
compared to
Because
which
I mean, they pull that shit on offense too.
and maybe because it's more of a rare call, maybe they get an automatic first down for rerouting. I don't know. I don't really think it's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna make that type of change just because that's a I don't know.
The
That's gonna
ticky
turn
tack
in like,
bullshit.
and I think this is gonna. I'm gonna say this for a couple more of these rules. Like, I think the NFL is gonna be afraid to continue to change because you're gonna continue to have these conversations of like everybody shits on any record now because of the amount of games
True.
and just all the just certain things that I guess they try to just downplay because of like all right, for instance Detroit, no, Philly, they want the playoff overtime in the regular season.
Yes.
So in my eyes, that's more football, more entertainment, more
Yes.
interesting games. But in the NFL, maybe in the NFL eyes, it's just for in terms of not putting an asterisk on the rest of the NFL's history, just the history of the NFL for in the making, the future of the NFL having an asterisk on it because a team got a chance at the end of the game that, the first however many years, almost 60 years, they didn't get.
Yeah, but to me, that the overtime thing seems like an improvement. Like, it's not like it's the changing of something for the sake of changing it. It's to make overtime actually fair and not come down to a coin flip. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that the defense should hold, but I mean, if both teams have a good enough offense like to run through each defense, give them a shot.
And I personally think you want the most entertaining overtime in the NFL, you make it college rule.
Old college rules or new college rules?
New college rules.
With the 25-yard line bullshit?
What's your old overtime? What's your old overtime?
Like, old when there were no...
No, I'm talking lining up at the 25. After the second touchdown, you're going for 2. Hella 2-point conversions. I'm saying, like, I don't know. I
don't
like that.
as much.
What do you mean? Every play could be a touchdown.
I know, but
imagine. Okay, but think about it though. Think about it though.
One fucking drive. It's fucking
think about it
first
though.
and goal.
Think about the games you would have though. We had 5 touchdowns from Lamar and Joe Burrow. Imagine if they go in a quadruple overtime and they both throw 9 touchdowns in a total game. I mean, we're talking ridiculous games. Where it's just
but
bag after bag. Like you want to improve it, make it more entertaining. There you fucking go. How are you arguing a more entertaining overtime?
I don't know if it is.
But this is the NFL. This isn't.
If anything, that waters down shit a lot. That's gonna water down shit a ton.
Fuck that. Are we watering it down? Or are we making it better?
I don't know I don't really enjoy the overtime shit.
So
like I think the first college game that I watched where it was overtime bullshit was that Colorado State dog shit. I don't know. I just don't like the way that it is. Like,
whoa. That's the first college. What do you know about college overtime, though? It sounds like you don't know much about college overtime.
I know the new rules.
You haven't. What do you mean new rules? This has been a thing for a while.
How long has this been a thing?
When?
Because I thought college.
What do you want me to look up? What do you want me to search? When did college change? When did college overtime change?
Because I thought maybe
I believe
stupid and stinky.
I remember they refined the rules. They adjusted them, but instant 2-point start. Yeah, okay. All the way from 96 to 2019, it stayed the same. And then in 2019, they instituted the 2-point conversion starting in the 5th overtime period. Yeah, that's why you were confusing me when you said first or new overtime. Like, this is the overtime. This is college overtime.
Never mind.
This has always been college overtime.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You like it. You just don't know it. You said you don't know what college overtime is. You said the new overtime, like Colorado and Colorado State. No, Devin, like when it's fucking an SEC football game at 3:30 and and the sun's going down because they're in quadruple overtime and it's Florida fucking Georgia. That's the type of game I'm talking about. Not this bullshit. Colorado State. It's fine. This next season.
No, but I think it's completely fair to have both teams have an opportunity to score.
Less injuries, less risk injuries. You're not going down a whole field. You're not playing. It's not as many plays. It's not as many snaps. You're right there at the 25. Bro, come the fuck on. Way more points, way more touchdowns, way more opportunities to score.
Dude, half the NFL games are going to be 78-42.
Boo,
not
freaking who? Or some of these defenses can nut the fuck up and strap up. And we got these amazing red zone defenses all of a sudden because they got to strap up in every overtime. How are you arguing?
No, I'm saying that offenses are just going to get more and more overpowered to where it's not even going to fucking matter.
How is that the case when you got... Okay, you're right. Patrick Mahomes can't get boxed because he's throwing to Juju and Travis Kelce. It's like, no. If you give Travis Kelce 60 yards to find a zone to drop into, where he'll get open, yeah, sure, they'll be able to make it work in overtime. But no, we're talking the pressure's on. You got 15 yards until it's 1st and goal. You better figure it the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe you don't know how good it would be until
But it
we'd
feels a little
actually have
bush
it.
league for the NFL, you know?
Nah.
I
No,
think so.
Bush League would be like, we're gonna do 1 foot in counts. This is we're making
True.
overtime more entertaining.
Well, college also needs to get rid of the 1 foot bullshit.
I think it makes it more entertaining. I don't see if to no. To me, Bush League is they made a field goal and they didn't get a first down. Game over. The fuck is that?
What do you mean?
No, like that could be a scenario.
In the
This
NFL?
team gets the ball, they kick a field goal, and then this team gets the ball, and they don't get they try to they don't get in the field goal range. Oh, game's over. That's boring as fuck. Oh, this team had one drive. Oh, they didn't score. Oh, that team game over. They scored touchdown. Like what? How are we? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We'll never see it, so I'll never be able to prove.
No.
I'll never be able to go, haha, look, it's amazing. But
I mean,
maybe next year I'm gonna make sure I call out any entertaining college overtime. I'm gonna send it your way, and you're gonna go, wow, look at that college overtime. Such a blessing to have.
Wasn't there one in the playoffs?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
there
Arizona
was
State.
Yeah, Scatterbo. He
Yeah.
was. Come on.
I don't like that.
You're just wrong. I don't know. You know.
I might be.
And I'm pretty sure
feel...
I think every drive they move back a little bit. Like, bro, no. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No, they stay. And,
no, shut up. You don't know shit about college overtime anymore.
Now I do. No, the first after the second overtime, you have to go for 2. It's not the 5th. I think it's the 2nd.
Force teams 2 point after a touchdown starting. Well, no, it was 5th in 2019, and then they changed it to 2nd in 2021.
Okay.
Shorten overtime periods and resolve more. Team alternating possessions, attempting. I don't care. Still starting at the 25. Yeah, give me that all day.
They have to score a touchdown.
Every play is a touchdown.
You could have 8 fucking touchdowns.
Okay, you'd rather have a field goal competition than a touchdown competition?
Yeah.
Don't lie to my face just for the sake of the debate.
No,
you would not rather have 2 nerdy fucking white dudes out there kicking it for the game winner when you could have just a battle of touchdown, like battle of touchdowns. What are we talking about?
But in overtime in the NFL or in college is you throw a touchdown pass and then flip sides, the other team gets the ball from the 25, throws a pick, game over. Not that fucking cool.
Dude, it could literally be, back that up. They kicked a field goal. Oh, they threw an interception. Game over. That's even more boring. Like your scenario.
I think overtime is the same amount of boring.
But no. Your scenario was less boring than my scenario, and your scenario was college overtime. So if it's still boring,
more boring.
No, it's not. It's way less boring.
It's from the 25. You get the ball from the 25.
College overtime is entertaining. Bro, this isn't okay. But here's the thing, though. It's not college football. It's the most professional players in the world. Some of these defenses are going to be able to stop these offenses. It's not going to be a sling fest all the time. I'm just saying, when you have those games where these fuckers are going 5 for 5, 5 touchdowns each in a regular, in the regular time, and then they have to go in a quadruple overtime. We're gonna have Lamar.
Why don't we make it like
we got Lamar and Joe Burrow throwing touchdowns for 3 more hours?
Yeah.
Fantasy through the roof. I mean, it's just like it would be. Look,
I don't know, but the 25 just feels too close. Like just
okay, the 40. I mean, what are we? Can we
50?
Can we wait? Can we figure it out here? Can we negotiate? It doesn't have to be the 25.
Or you just each team gets a touchback. The ball comes out to the 30.
All right, well then we're just talking about a normal drive at this point.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Give them normal drives.
We're lowering the risk of injury, and we're upping the chance of entertainment. That's what it would do. I'm sorry.
Why don't we bring back the good NFL and we up the chance of drug use, and we increase the risk of injury?
No,
I think that would make the sport more fun.
I don't know. I'd say, I mean, in today's day of medicine, I mean, if everybody was super juiced and everybody was just on the most like best drugs, I mean, probably nobody would get hurt. Nobody would feel a thing.
Yeah.
Everybody would be now.
Well, but then you would get the freaks who are twice the size and now they're blowing up
Sure.
skilled players.
Oh, I thought we didn't care about putting asterisks on the NFL. See,
No, I'm not saying it's an asterisk. I'm just saying that it would be violent.
yeah, I mean,
People would get injured.
It'd be a world where like there wouldn't be like a Julian Edelman.
Fuck that.
Or like I don't know, a lot
Well,
of guys.
unless Jules was on the juice.
He was he not? Didn't he get hit with a PED?
Did he? He did.
I thought he did.
I thought that was Cialis.
Cialis.
Yeah.
I thought that was that girl's
that
name.
college student.
Oh,
huh?
Nothing. Anyways,
Cocaine.
More. What are we talking about? More rules. Oh, Detroit. Funny, it's Detroit that wanted this, or that pushed for this. The changing of the playoff seeding instead of division.
Oh, of course.
What do you mean, of course, though?
Well, because they were a game away from being the 5 seed.
Their argument.
And they were bitching about it.
But their argument was it would make later games in the season more competitive. But would it not be
bullshit?
Would it not be more competitive if you were playing
if one team could be the 5 and one could be the 1?
It's like, look, if we lose, we're going to be 5. If we lose, we're going to be 5. Compared to if we lose, we're going to be 2.
Exactly.
It's like no. Either way, you're playing.
That's way more competitive.
Yeah.
If one of these teams is going to be the 5 seed.
And if you look at it, it would have been Detroit, Philly, Minnesota, Washington, Green Bay, Tampa, and then the Rams.
Yeah.
So even if all top 4 teams won, or the top 3 teams won, all right, Detroit's still facing Washington round 2. I don't know if that was their way to try to duck some type of smoke and try to catch somebody else lacking, but I mean,
sure.
For Detroit's sake.
Well, I mean, I think that was the first time that they thought about that. Like that you could have such a great season, but because the Vikings had a good season too, we can't. We deserve to be the 1 or the 2 seed. It's bullshit.
But it was more. I thought it was more of the Vikings crying about it because they kind of knew they weren't.
No. It was the fact that Detroit was scared that. I mean that the last game of the season, because they've had such a good season, would put them in the 5 seed if they lost.
I'm just shocked that
Minnesota was shocked that they were there. They had no fucking reason to be there.
I mean, I'm just shocked in hindsight that they still push. They're still pushing for that.
Well, because I think it hit them because it wasn't something that you thought you. Who the fuck would have thought you could have won 15 games and been a 5 seed, or 14 games and been a 5 seed?
I mean, that's just the name of the game. I don't really.
It's a rare thing.
I don't know. I think any other organization that's used to winning a little bit more wouldn't be this pressed about it.
Yeah, but it's Dan Campbell and this scared ass organization.
They're like, this isn't fair. It's like, no. It's like, this is fair. I mean, it's just how I don't know. I don't know.
But it's how seeding works, and yeah, I think that makes games way more competitive. Like if Baltimore is fighting for the division win.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, so you'd rather take away division rivals completely and just make sure the final game of the season is a little more entertaining? Make sure they're not sitting their starters the final game of the season. I mean, it's still, even if they change this, it's probably already going to be pretty much locked in by the last week, like it is every year.
Yeah, and it usually is.
Like, we have an idea every year.
It usually is. But I mean, at the same time, this is the playoffs. And if you get in the playoffs, you have a chance to win any game. So it shouldn't matter what seed you are. If Detroit's the 5 seed, it shouldn't matter what fucking seed you are if you didn't have the record for it.
Well, Minnesota lost.
Yeah, Minnesota lost.
Detroit lost. I mean, shit. People lost, Devin.
Everybody but Philly.
Everybody that was crying. Everybody that's I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. And 2 more things that were proposed, that were just brought up. It wasn't necessarily by a team. Virtual measurements. Absolutely.
I think they're doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's like, we'll see. They're slowly going to transition into it. Like, they're going to go use the sky cam next year, but they're gonna keep the chain gang on the sideline and still like have them there. But
don't they have a chip in the ball?
I don't know.
I think they're chipping balls.
If they like you're saying they've had it, it's been chipped.
Well, I think that going forward they're going to use the chip in the ball if there is one in there, or they will add one that will tell them exactly where the ball finished.
I don't know. I didn't. I'll have to look into that. I didn't see. I would probably.
I'd like to get my balls chipped.
I would have assumed that they would have mentioned something like that when they mentioned the virtual measurements, but that and then making more things reviewable, which I'm for. I'm
for, but it's gonna get complicated.
See, okay, but can I uncomplicate it for you? Can I uncomplicate it for you? I want to uncomplicate it because I think I have an idea.
Untangle it for me.
I want to uncomplicate this situation for you. So, say instead of making it to where the point, because I feel like maybe your brain went where mine went, where I was thinking like, then we're gonna call like too many penalties. Like everything is gonna be seen. At least that's how how I was thinking. I was like, New York's gonna have their nose in everything. Just want to see every single play. I'm thinking
Gene Steratore, or whatever his name is.
I'm thinking you have it more like this. There's let's say how many officials are out there? 6, 7, 8,
12.
However many. Let's say
38.
Let's say a solid 10.
I'm grabbing a water. This is rough.
Yeah, no, go ahead and grab yourself a water. But I would say if you're gonna have people virtually reviewing the game and being able to call for reviews on certain plays or certain penalties moving forward. Now, I say you do it like this. You have them watching the game, just like the refs, watching it in real time, like the refs, just with whatever angle they like to use, or because they have access to different angles, maybe you have different people for different angles or whatever. And if they see something in real time that the refs did not see, they make that call. Hey, we got to review that. We need to go back and see what this shit was. I don't want it to be something where they get to sit there
and wait on a coach to challenge.
Yeah, and then every single play they get to review and sit there and go, "Oh, no, hold on." Like it's like it needs to be something.
We're not double and triple checking.
It's like
it should be.
It can be extra eyes, extra refs.
It should be like an overruling type of deal. Like if there's a ruling on the field, you quickly can overrule that.
Like if something is missed by the refs, like something that's missed by the refs at times, like even like maybe us, like we're watching.
There's going to be 8 million holding calls.
No. But listen to what I'm saying though. Hold on. When we're watching on TV,
you can. Whoops.
What?
I admitted.
You didn't say anything. I'm saying
I hit one of these.
I'm saying
I was brushing my teeth real hard.
Oh god. But I'm saying though, I don't want it to be a bunch of holding calls. I'm saying more like you'll see a play where it's like that looked like a horse collar, that looked like a face mask, that looked like this, that looked like that. Or maybe that looked like a blatant hold. Maybe something that another pair of eyes that saw that was so obvious that was just happened to be missed by a ref from their point of view. Those types of calls can be made from the overseeing eye or whatever you want to call it. But we're not having AI spot every single holding call.
No.
Like you don't get to go back in every single play and go, oh yeah, no, he held right there. It's like no, it has to be something that because if the refs and you missed it, then it must have been really hard to catch.
Sure.
And that's just that's part of the game. It
should be used for egregious penalties.
Yes. Like this is something we needed on the Saints Rams. Yeah, like that's what we needed.
But then they implemented the pass interference is now reviewable shit, and then but it was up to it was used as a challenge. Like a coach would have to challenge and go, hey, we want to challenge the calling on the field, and I think fucking one of them was overturned or overruled or whatever.
Yeah, it should be it shouldn't
be. That's a waste of time.
Yes, it shouldn't be on us. It should just be somebody right away.
Booth review, but not stopping the game. Booth review, like, oh yeah, we took a look at it, as they're getting to the next play, we took a look at it,
Mm-hmm. That's what I
cleared,
don't want.
or boom, overruled, whatever.
Absolutely not. Because yes, it has to be. I'm saying like they need to be given the same allotment of time as those refs, because it's not like those refs
Yes.
can go, you know what? I think he helped. You know what? Hold on, and then blows around. Like it's like
Yeah.
no, we're not doing that. It's like it has to be something that you caught, like you caught it, but because you have access to replay it, it's like, oh, I saw that. Let me go back and replay this. Oh, that's a penalty. We're gonna run that back. But yeah, no, we're not having AI. I don't want GPT calling every single penalty. I mean,
I don't even know what GPT stands for.